Hey guys, Dalek44 here. I need no introduction, but I've got one anyway. And you're probably wondering why I'm surrounded by a couple of toys here. Well, it's because I'm paying a tribute to one of the greatest places of my childhood. And that place is Toys R Us. Toys R Us is an American toy and juvenile products retail founded in 1948, with its headquarters located in Wayne, New Jersey, in the New York City metropolitan area. In the years it was founded, Toys R Us became one of the most popular children's toy shops in the world, spreading out across the world. Toys R Us expanded as a chain, becoming prominent in its niche field in toy retail, represented by cartoon mascot Geoffrey the Giraffe from 1969. Toys R Us eventually branched out into launching the stores Babies R Us and the now defunct Kids R Us. This was the kind of place that all children wanted to go after school, and it was one of my childhood favourites too. Almost every weekend my parents would take me up to Toys R Us in Cribbs Causeway to have a look at the toys they had. I guess you could say it was sort of my reward for having to endure education at school for 5 days straight. The other reward for it was McDonald's every Friday for tea. Like McDonald's every Friday after school, Toys R Us was one of the biggest highlights of my childhood. Just going into the shop and seeing whatever toy there was that I wanted to buy. But whether you're a child or an adult, it was just awesome to see all the toys that they had in Toys R Us. From Power Rangers, to Doctor Who, to Transformers, to Barbie, if you're a chick and like that kind of thing. And of course Lego. Lego was so popular at Toys R Us that they eventually made a little event called Bricktober in October, where they'd have sales on the Lego products and special exclusive Toys R Us Lego sets and minifigures. The only two I have are the Lego Batman movie exclusive minifigures and the buildable Toys R Us store. And even when you've grown up, it's still great just to go inside the shop and see all the toys they have, especially the Lego sets if you're a huge Lego fanatic. Toys R Us for a time even did some exclusive Doctor Who action figures. Most of the ones I got are all the Doctor and the Dalek sets, ranging from Doctor number 1 to Doctor number 11, which featured all 11 Doctors at the time and one of the Daleks that each Doctor would encounter. Another set I have is an Asylum of the Daleks set, which I'm not sure if it came from Toys R Us or Forbidden Planet, but all the same it's an awesome set. I even ordered a Missy action figure from Toys R Us's website when it came out a few years ago. And before the game shops came out, Toys R Us was one of the first places me and my parents would go for new Nintendo 64 games. It was just that big a part of my childhood. But sadly, on December the 4th, 2017, disaster struck when the company reported that it would be liquidated and closed in at least 26 stores in the United Kingdom. Then in 2018, Toys R Us announced that they'd be closed in every store in the world. This was quite a shock to me and many people, because with a business like Toys R Us, you wouldn't expect it to go bankrupt, or however it went out of business. But whatever the reason for it going into liquidation, it was a huge shock to many people who grew up going to Toys R Us. And as I've said before, Toys R Us was a huge part of my childhood. So much so that I included one of the old Toys R Us adverts in one of my adverts reviews. Of course, having grown up with this toy shop, I went to Toys R Us in Cribbs Causeway one last time a few weeks ago to say goodbye to one of my childhood heroes. And as you'd expect, many of the shelves in the shop were practically empty. Even the Lego sets were almost empty. It's funny, I never thought I'd see the day where Toys R Us would actually be almost out of stock of all their products, including Lego. And it's probably worth pointing out that in a 2004 episode of The Simpsons called Marge vs. Singles, Seniors, Childless Couples, and Teens and Gays, probably predicted the closure of Toys R Us. So as you can well imagine, a lot of Simpsons fans are really pissed off at that, and it gives them a reason to hate the show even more. The current show, I mean, not the classic episodes when it was funny. But still, it's a pretty big deal that the Simpsons may have predicted Toys R Us's closure. Like many of the celebrities that have passed away over the years, Toys R Us will still live on in many of the toys and products that we bought from it. And all the memories we have for the old adverts that you can find on YouTube. Like other businesses that went bust like Walmart, Toys R Us was a huge part of my childhood, and I shall miss it dearly. There's no doubt in my mind that Toys R Us was one of the best toy shops of all time, and it's going to be really hard to beat this place. And for those of you who grew up going to Toys R Us or just love Toys R Us in general, then I'd highly suggest you get out all your toys and pay a tribute to one of the greatest toy shops of all time. It deserves that tribute. Thank you for all the memories, Toys R Us. You've been a great part of my childhood.